Wow, for some reason this is looking just as creamy as yesterday's. That's exciting. Only this does not have goat's milk in it. This is just straight up soap batter. No bells and whistles. Except for my aloe vera. How many clips can I mention aloe vera in? Okay. Now comes the part that I've kind of been like, Take this and then dump it with conviction into my pot of soap batter. That is an awful lot of salt. And it's making soapy salt mush. Can you hear that? The scraping? Okay, so it's the texture right now of like, actually of a sugar scrub is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the texture of a sugar scrub. Isn't that something? Alright, and I'll take a handful of two for these, of these shavings. Now I've done this in a couple of my soaps before, and comes out pretty nicely actually when you end up cutting it. Doesn't look that nice right now. It doesn't melt back into the soap. It just adds a little color kick to it and also lets you mix smells pretty unabashedly. I have no idea what this looks like. It feels very strange, though. Alright, I'm going to need both my hands to put this into the molds. I'm going to spoon it in. Yeah, I'm going to spoon it in. And we'll go from there. Well, there we have it. It was, and maybe still a little bit is, kind of very well set. More jellyish than liquidy. You can see the little granules in there along with the big chunks of shaved soap. Yeah, I pounded it on the table a whole bunch. It flattened out really nicely. And now I'm just really impatient for the next 24 hours to go by really quickly so that I can see whether or not this worked. And I'll cut one of the bars in half so that you can see. I think I'm going to make these, I'm going to cut them in half this way. They'll be small bars. You use them to scrub, you know, your feet and like in between your toes. This is more of a spa soap, I think, than a regular everyday shower or hand use. So I'm excited about it, though. Bloob, bloob, bloob. Quit playing with your soap. Put it to bed. Alright, I have to wrap this up. And I'm going to put it under a blanket and let it keep warm and toasty while it finishes doing its initial saponifying. Can't stop poking it. It's so much fun. Alright. Till tomorrow. Soap. But for you guys, soap cutting day is coming out right about Magic! Alright, it has been 24 hours. And it's time to take these out of the mold. And with silicone molds, it's ridiculously easy. You just kind of pull apart the edges. Flip it over. Oh man. I may have pushed this one a little bit too hard. There you are. You're on this side. May have pushed this one a little bit too hard. So let's see here. We'll do... I'm getting such a giggle out of these. Yeah, I guess I could have stuck it in the freezer for a little bit, but I'm trying to avoid doing that where I can. I'm not sure whether or not sticking it in the freezer actually messes with it continuing to saponify or not. And it is a little on the soft side, just like all the others. Oh! So there it is. Not sure how successful this actually is, but I'm going to cut them in half now. And that's what they look like on the inside. You see this? And they really do, it is pretty crumbly. I'm wondering whether or not I should have cut it earlier. Maybe I should have ought to have stuck it in the fridge. In these videos, and in a little bit I'm going to start day number 3. But thank you for watching day number 2. I think I learned a lot. I don't know, I think I'll learn a lot more once I use it and see how it actually holds up. But next time I do this, if I do this again, I'm definitely going to take it out of the mold sooner, or I'm going to put it in the freezer before I unmold it. Or maybe both, and just see how that works. All my little nubby bars.